Playoff heat. The Miami Heat start to the playoffs as the first 10th seed in NBA history to make it past the play-in.
Just keep swimming. The Miami Marlins break a 5-game losing streak.
And soccer frenzy coverage on the Inter Miami and Miami F.C. All of this and more on the Sideline. The Miami Heat's 2025 playoff run began with a challenging Game 1 against the Cleveland Cavaliers in an away game this past Sunday.
It was a tough fourth quarter for the Heat. Bam Adebayo kept the Heat afloat with a strong inside presence. Miami's offense began to work with one another, but it was just too late. That was right when Cavaliers' Ty Jerome came off the bench and immediately impacted the game, scoring 16 points with 3 back-to-back threes. The final score to this game was Cleveland 121, Heat 100. The Heat will be looking to bounce back from this on Game 2 of the NBA playoffs this Wednesday, April 23rd.
And after losing to the Phillies Saturday, the Miami Marlins were looking to close out their series with a win. The Phillies came in hot in the first inning with Bryce Harper ripping a 2-double run, letting Bryson Scott and Trey Turner to score to put them up by 2. The Phillies kept the lead up until the 8th inning, where the Marlins' Mesa Sanoja launched a 3-run homer to left field to put Miami back on the board. Bottom of the 10th inning, Marlins Victor Mesa Sanoja struck it again, sinking it to the center of Matt Strahm, scoring Jacob Amaya and Troy Johnson to give the Fish the win. The final score was Marlins 7, Phillies 5. The Marlins will continue against the Reds today at 6:40 p.m.
After drawing to Chicago Sunday, Inter Miami were looking to find a win against the Columbus Crew away. The first half stayed steady with both teams missing chance after chance, giving away open opportunities. It wasn't until the 30th minute where Inter Miami's Marcelo Baigan crossed the ball to the center of the box to Benjamin Kremeshki to score a goal. Columbus tried again and again to sink one in, but it just wasn't enough for them to come back. The final score was Columbus Crew 0, Inter Miami 1. Inter Miami will go on to play against Vancouver for the CONCACAF champions on semifinal Thursday at 10:30 p.m.
And this weekend was all about the soccer at Pitbull Stadium, where Miami F.C. hosted North Carolina F.C. in a USL Championship match.
Sideline's reporter Rosaura Mendoza was there and shows us how it went.
It's game day in the 305. Miami FC is taking on North Carolina FC right here at Pitbull Stadium, with both teams fighting for the places in the USL Championship regular season.
Miami FC isn't just a club, it's a heartbeat in the 305. Founded in 2016, built with ambition and driven by the soul of the city. From NASL to NPSL to NISA and now competing in the USL Championship. Miami FC has fought not just for titles, but for pride.
From my point of view, I see that Miami FC have a pretty good team. They're actually playing a good game right now. I think all the Miami teams are moving forward, and if Miami FC keeps playing like this, I see them winning the game tonight.
This Saturday, April 19, Miami FC return home to play against North Carolina FC at Pitbull Stadium. As the players warm up, ready to give their all, families and fans fill the stands, buzzing the excitement and eager to support their team.
I mean, the team is doing pretty well. We got 2-1 right now in the halftime. So yeah. No, I mean, I don't want to jinx, but you know, I definitely want our team to win. And then, yeah, it's really important since we haven't won a single game, and I mean, we only won one single game in the league, and then yeah, we're trying to get more 3 points, definitely.
That's a wrap from Pitbull Stadium, where Miami FC gives the fan a night to remember. This match adds another layer to an already intense USL Championship season. Reporting from Pitbull Stadium and for Caplin News, I'm Rosaura Mendoza.
Now it's time for Biggest W's and L's, our weekly segment where we cover our takes on the biggest wins and worst losses of the week. For my W, we head over to Old Trafford for the Europa Cup quarterfinal between Manchester United and Lyon. The first half was all for the Reds, with Ugarte scoring an open tap-in and Dallo hitting it from the right side to push them up by 2. But once that second half started, Man United disappeared, conceding 2 goals by Leon's Tolisso and Tagliafico, and goals by Cherki and Lacazette in extra time started to seal Man United's coffin. It came to the last minute of extra time, where after penalty by Bruno Fernandes, United's Kobe Mino and Harry Maguire came in to score 2 goals in less than 1 minute. And one of the most unforgettable nights in European football history, Manchester United won.
Truly such a historical moment. But apparently soccer was really big this week, Julian, because my W for this week is how Barcelona is killing it in the Women's Champions League. Just yesterday, they took down Chelsea 4-1. An absolute dream if you're a Barca fan. Let me tell you, Julian, those women were commanding that field. Claudia Pina came in off the bench, scoring 2 goals and handing out a seriously captivating assist. And Irene Paredes sealed the deal with a powerful header. They're not just playing, let me tell you, they're fighting for what could be their 4th European title in 5 years. They've truly had a great season.
And for my L, we go to the Bernabeu, where the Champions League quarterfinal between Real Madrid and Arsenal. After being crushed by Arsenal the week prior, Madrid were looking to fight their way through an already 3-point gap on aggregate. Right off the bat, Arsenal locked them up, blocking all their chances with ease and putting up a defensive masterclass for basically the entire game. And even with Vinicius Jr. finally scoring a goal in the second half of the game, Arsenal was quick to answer with both Saka and Martinelli sinking in goals to shut down Madrid completely. Look, I get it. You can't win everything this year. You can't win everything every year. But when you have players of this caliber at your disposal, like Vinny, Valverde, Bellingham, and Mbappe, you can't afford to lose in such an embarrassing way, especially when you're at home. They say 90 minutes is long in the Bernabeu. Well, it surely was for Real Madrid.
A tough one for sure. My L for this week is going to have to be how in a devastating turn of events, Miami Marlins outfielder Griffin Conine suffered a dislocated left shoulder during his game against the Philadelphia Phillies on Saturday. This happened during the 6th inning, forcing Conine to leave the game and later being placed on the 60-day injured list. This will be a setback since he is expected to be sidelined for at least 2 months, significantly impacting the Marlins lineup. Conine had been a consistent player to the Marlins offense this season, and his absence will be felt as the team looks to fill their gap in the lineup.
Well, it's really unfortunate that he dislocated his shoulder, but up next we bring a special guest to talk about the Panthers and the Heat going up into the respective playoffs. Sideline will take a timeout and be back after the break.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Well, it's time for this week's Game Picks.
And we have Sideline's Esteban Rodriguez to give us his insights on what's to come.
Hey guys, what's up? Let's get started. As we mentioned earlier, the Miami Heat made history being the first 10th seed to make the playoffs, and we're currently in a battle of LeBron's exes with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Heat. The Cavs have been dominant all season long, while they'd have had a very dramatic year with highs and lows all over the place, like the Jimmy Butler trade, the Rozier scandal, and a 10-game losing streak late in the season. So if I had to bet the house, it wouldn't be on Miami. However, you can never truly count out Heat culture. That being said, give me the Cavs to win the first round. Moving on to a team doing better than an 8th seed, reigning Stanley Cup champs, the Florida Panthers are playing the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it's a Florida fight indeed. I don't care if the Cats just lost to the Lightning to end the season. They were playing the B team, and everybody knows that the Panthers have owned the Lightning the past couple of years. And I think the Ice Cats can keep the Lightning on that leash. I don't care if it's Tampa Bay, Shoddy Bay, or Tate McRae. Give me Panthers in 5, alright? After a pretty good season, start to the season, the Marlins are looking like their old selves again. They just broke a current 5-game losing streak after finishing a trip to Philly. They play the Cincinnati Reds, who have seen more wins than the Fish, and hopefully whatever voodoo magic the Marlins were on at the beginning of the season comes back later today. But for now, I got the Reds leaving a stain on the Marlins record. That's it for today, guys. I'm Mr. Rodriguez, and back to you guys in the studio.
Just a reminder that if you want to keep up with any updates, fun segments, and more from our crew, you can follow our Instagram for all things Sideline. Follow us at sideline.caplin. That's all for today. I'm Julian Liscano.
And I'm Laura Iglesias. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Sideline.